What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with the RK Outpost, and it doesn't matter how many times Disney Lucasfilm tries to pander to certain groups of people. They will always find some way to be the victim. They will claim that they are excluded because of their race, their gender, their sexual orientation. And then what do? By saying that they're excluded, they create a group that is exclusionary, that says only these people can be a part of this space. That's exactly what we have going on here with Project Stardust. Now, let's take a look at this. This is Project Stardust. You might have heard a couple people make videos about this over the past day or so, and we're gonna cover it. So, Project Stardust, right here. Female-led website and community that celebrates feminine voices in the Star Wars universe and fandom. Okay, debuting August 28th. That's only 2 days away. Can't wait. Can't wait for the big debut. But just imagine for a second that, I had created a movement that was only exclusive to male voices. Only males can participate in this project. What do you think the backlash would be? I think we all know. Now, the person that I first saw talk about this was Ichibaka over at his blog. I'll put a link to this in the description below as always. Female Star Wars fans self-segregate. And we're going to take a look at all of the posts and the way that they absolutely got BTFO'd by female Star Wars fans who don't agree with their nonsense. One of the many ways in which SJWs delude themselves into thinking they're brave and bold civil rights activists weathering oppression is by inventing adversity that doesn't exist. Then they pretend to fight that adversity. For Star Wars, it started with the notion that there were never any women in Star Wars before The Force Awakens, which of course is not true. You can go look at some of the audience reactions from Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. There's plenty of female fans that are participating in that. What a shock. Now, do I think that if you looked at all the averages, would I say that there's more, maybe hardcore male Star Wars fans than female? I probably would say that. But there's always been a very sizable chunk of female Star Wars fans, and you'll see that in the replies to this idiot's tweet. The reality is there's been women in Star Wars since its inception, but that doesn't stop SJWs from pretending that Disney made some great civil rights stride with their terrible movies. For the contagion within the fan base, that means that they have to pretend that women are fighting to be part of the fan base, that someone is expecting women to ask permission when in fact not a single person has ever expected women to ask permission for such a thing. Absolute truth. Therefore, idiot activists within the fandom have to pretend that someone is telling them to ask permission so they can post foolish nonsense like this. So this is one of the architects, right? Founder of Project Stardust. This is Meg Dow. Evidently, she's learning the violin. Good for you, Meg. And she posts this. This is what got a lot of attention initially. Quote, "What female fans often struggle with the most is feeling safe and comfortable enough to express their love for Star Wars in spaces that already exist for fans. Women shouldn't have to ask permission to exist in the fandom." I agree with you, Meg. They shouldn't. The problem is, they don't. No one ever has asked that. No one ever will ask that. It's not real. This is not something that happens. You can't tell me that because one crazy person shouting from the side of the street said something to you one time, that represents fandom as a whole, in any way, shape, or form. Let's take a look at some of these replies to her, because we have to look at it, because she got absolutely blown the fuck out. Here's Steph from My Nerdy Home. "Lol, I've never had to ask for permission. In fact, my opinion and point of view was welcome because it was rare and fresh on Star Wars. Debates were welcome and fun. How dare you use this type of narrative to try to build up your safe space website? A true fan would know better." Jane Theory, another woman. What in the victim narrative nonsense is this? Tugs is there. I can't even. Miss Martin Muses, my friend Teresa, help me out here. I've been in fandom since 1977. The fact that I've only been in it because I asked for permission is news to me. Please tell me when that happened. And there's AFK Bard, another woman. Look at that. Who else? Who else could we find here? Jessie Milestone. She changes the quote a little bit. What female fans struggle with most is dealing with moronic women who try to tell us how we're supposed to interact with our fandom in order to feel appropriately empowered. Rebel Jedi. I never had that issue. I grew up when Princess Leia was a popular costume, and my friends and I all played with my Kenner action figures, boys and girls alike. Waiting for Nerdrotic, Laura. I don't know why people try to build the narrative. I'm a gay woman, and I've been a fan since I saw Star Wars in '77. Over and over and over again. Rebel Librarian, same thing. They got blown the fuck out. OG Star Wars is here. Nina Infinity is in here. All these women, all these female Star Wars fans saying that's strange. I've never had that type of experience in my life, right? So it doesn't make any sense. Let's go back to Ichibaka's article real quick. This is a genuine effort. So while these female fans demand to belong to every nook and cranny of fandom, they simultaneously demand to have their own exclusive space for females only. That is the irony of this entire thing, right? The idea that this Project Stardust is exclusively for female-led, and celebrating feminine voices in the Star Wars universe and fandom. Now, I dare say you'll probably have some male feminists that also take place, but again, that's exclusively female, so it fits right in. You can see some of the things that they've retweeted. Look at this. Are there any queer women Star Wars fans out there? Any trans Star Wars fans that have the ability to record audio and have some Saturdays free? It's so weird. You have this person, M Solo, whose profile picture is Kylo Ren, saying that she's fed up of being told that because I'm female, I'm not worthy of being a Star Wars fan. Who's ever told you that? I feel like some people look at you and say, wow, what you said was really fucking stupid. What a terrible take. And the first thing they do, because they can't comprehend that they might have a bad take, is that they say, wow, it must be because I'm female. And they project that onto what you said about them. That is what I think is going on with all of this garbage, with all these people, all these weirdos who feel this way. That's the only thing I can imagine, because I've never once in my life had someone say, wow, you're not allowed to be a Star Wars fan because you're a woman. I've never heard that before. Not once. And neither of literally a ton of other people that replied to their stupid ass tweet. Now, it should also be noted, it's not just women. Now they're even getting more exclusionary. All the Project Stardust planning this morning. We're not quite ready to accept pitches/submissions yet. We're still working on content. But if you're a woman of color and have things to say about Star Wars, the fandom, start brainstorming and pass it on. Look at this. Women, you crazy. Prepare for the shitstorm. Women of color only. Here you go. Women of color only. What part of that sounds inclusive to you? And 100%. But more people. I don't even know some of these people. This is nonsense. Women have never been excluded from the fandom. Playing a victim of oppression doesn't exist. Appears to be the new thing these days. Nobody with any logic is going to take you seriously. What does the color of someone's skin have to do with Star Wars? 100% agree. 100% agree. Your gender doesn't fucking matter. Your race doesn't fucking matter. In fact, the only people that see these things are the ones that are preaching about it, like this woman right here. Those are the only people that when you utter something related to Star Wars, the first thing they think is, what color are you? Are you a male? Are you cis? Like, what's your gender? What's your sexuality? These are the only people that care about that. Not the people that they are trying to say are oppressing them. And of course, it doesn't stop there, right? Podcasters claim Fandom Menace videos meant to harass women. Because when people started covering the situation, when people started covering this absolute nonsense of creating a female-only fan zone, for Star Wars, people made videos about it. And of course that, calling out stupidity and commenting on public tweets, that's harassment. Look, take a look here. This is, of course, in response to exclusionary Project Stardust nonsense that I blogged about previously. These podcasters are claiming the videos harass women, but they conveniently ignore all the Fandom Menace women that responded to their idiocy. And as always, remember that harass means responding to public comments. I can't click on this person's profile because either they have me blocked or they're protected or something. I can't see these tweets. Luckily, here's a screenshot. In light of all the hate on Twitter towards creators in this community, many of you should reconsider which podcast networks you follow and support, some of which actually support T//F//M. Not only are they censoring Fandom Menace, you see that all the time, now they won't even say TFM. Now they're putting multiple slashes in between it to prevent people from finding it. These people are so fucking deranged. And those who make videos meant to harass women. I'm tired and disgusted by these creators for skating by under the guise of positivity when they're no different than the toxic leeches that run amok online. And then this gem right here, Lauren Romo. Those that follow any TFM accounts or have given anyone in that group a voice in your so-called positive and female-friendly show, I noticed you haven't said shit today. Loud and clear. So now, not only if you make a video talking about this absolute nonsense, right? Not only if you make a video talking about Project Stardust are you harassing people, but now if you follow anyone who does and you don't call them out, you're just as bad. That's the mindset of these people, right? They're insane. They literally are insane. Now, Project Stardust, I'm sure we're all going to eagerly await August 28th and see what they have in store for us, but I know that I can't be a part of this. Unlike these people, they actually are. I actually am being excluded from this part of fandom, right? That's what's happening here. Female voices, female-led. It's all about women. And of course, they're doing everything they can to play victim. This is why women don't speak up when they're hurt. Oh, I'm so sad. Yes, I'm aware there's a video. No, I don't recommend you watch it. Listen, people overwhelmingly think that you're being very hypocritical and this is a very stupid idea. And like I said, these are the people that Lucasfilm is catering to. These are the people that Lucasfilm is catering to by giving us so many female leads and like specifically making that a push, right? But it's not enough because we don't feel as welcomed as we need to be in fandom. No one ever asked you permission. No one ever has gatekept you from being a fan. Just because someone might have called you stupid or said, wow, you don't know what you're talking about, doesn't mean it's because you're a woman. It might mean because you had a bad fucking take. But that's just me. I want to hear you guys' thoughts on all of this in the comments below. Have you, if you're a woman, please let me know. Have you ever felt excluded because you're a woman? Have you ever had to ask permission to join Star Wars fandom because of your genitals? Let me know in the comments below. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.